Yo.
What's going on, y'all? Episode 4. You know, we back at it again. Shout out to Disbelief Tequila. You know, we're gonna start off every episode with a quote. If we do miss a quote in the beginning, best believe we're gonna have one at the end. You know, just a lot of stuff be going on, so.
Yup. So the quote I got is, the grass isn't green on the other side, it's greener where you water it. What does that mean to y'all?
I just think that just means, like, to me, that just means, like, I mean, I could put it in relationship terms or you know, life terms. It's just like, the grass ain't green down the street, you know what I mean? Where you at with your homies, no matter how y'all struggling or how y'all living, it's always better when you stay with it, with your roots, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to go and start somewhere else. Like, the grass is always greener when you water it. So the more you motivate your people, or you know, the people you hang with, or the partner that you might be with, the better it'll get, rather than just walking out on them. Or that's how I see it. That's how I hear it.
I see it is like, instead of you stepping out on faith, step out on the seed that you already implanted. So, like you said, stuff that you already contributed yourself to, focus on that instead of worrying about other things that you can't control. So that's what I take out of it.
So what I got from that is, the grass ain't green on the other side, so start focusing on what other folks got going on, and the grass is greener when you water it is just focusing on what you got going on. Like, I'm a man of many talents. I draw, I rap, you know, do whatever, but I feel like that grass gonna be greener where I water it, which means whatever craft I decide to go with, then shit, that might be the craft that I take. Yeah, that's the better grass. That might be why the shit that I might that I take off with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they podcast, like, we take this shit serious, stay consistent. Water this bitch. This seed gonna grow. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And to anybody that's watching, I definitely got to put it out there. You know, we're missing one person today. He couldn't make it. You know, he got his own personal things going on, and I just don't want y'all to think that he's not a part of this no more. It's the first video, first podcast with visual. So y'all might see it and be like, damn, where's that fourth person? You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna, next time he's around, y'all see him, and yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. But definitely one of the topics that one of my boys gave me, he said, do you think you can live in isolation? So you got everything provided for you, but entertainment. So no phone, none of that. You know, just, can you live with just food, water, clothes on your back, and a job, but no entertainment?
No football, no games, no basketball, nothing. That's tough for me. I mean, like, I don't need no social media, none of that, but it might be a TV show I want to watch, or I like playing the game, so it might, shit, I don't know. I know I could if I had to, but as an option now, hell no.
Yeah. What do you think, Trey? You
So
think you can do
shit.
it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the first couple of weeks is gonna be the hardest, and I mean, that's with any addiction. So shit, after a while, man, you just gonna start finding shit to do. So I mean, you know, shit, we can adapt.
Yeah.
Like, shit, y'all see me, shit, I'm on my phone, shit, every 5 minutes. I just be on that bit, cause shit, sometimes shit be socially awkward. Like, shit, you in the club, like, nigga, if your phone go dead in the club, you gonna be fucked up, cause it's like, then you gonna have to make eye contact. Shit, in my hood, you make eye contact with the wrong nigga, you might think, shit, you trying to plot on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So then he going to go get his homeboys and shit, and run up on me like, shit, what's up? Like, shit, I had a situation like that in high school too. Like, I'm at the game with my girl at the time, and nigga and homeboy walked by, we make eye contact. So then, shit, he went to the other little stands or whatever, he stood up, he started talking shit, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. So I had stood on like, you pointing at me and shit, like, you talking about me? He was like, yeah, you. So bro thought shit was sweet, like, so I waited till after the game, cause I just felt disrespected, like. So I got down, walked up to bro calmly, and was like, shit, bro, I don't know you, bro, and shit, you don't know me, but shit, I feel like you disrespecting me, so shit, I'm just trying to get my one in and shit. So, bro had walked away. His homeboy had went and got a gun and shit and everything, bro, with the shit. And then, by then, my pops then pulled up. As I'm walking away, then bro started talking shit. I'm like, damn, bro, I just asked you if you wanted your one. You wasn't saying shit till I walked away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, man, niggas be on my phone all the time, cause shit, niggas be hating, man. Niggas be trying.
So with that being said, my fault. So with that being said, do you think what are the effects in some of the so like what's the pros and cons of social media in your opinion, or just entertainment in general? Like, what do you think are some good things and some bad things about like social media?
I feel like, man, the good things with social media is it's easier to get your platform out there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you like to do, shit, with your business, like I said, with art, with music, with your clothing brand, you know what I'm saying, acting. Man, if you look at the Wild and Out cast, all them came up off of social media and got noticed like that. But the bad thing is, it's like that shit could mold a culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes negatively, like, shit, in today's generation, as parents, you know, shit, we just give our, I mean, I'm not a parent, but I'm just saying, like, I notice other people hand their child a tablet or a phone. Next thing you know, they on Instagram or whatever, and they seeing whoever the fuck on that bit, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, whether he doing something positive or he doing something negative, and shit, they young, we grown. Shit, our kids learn how to cuss and
Yeah.
you know.
I feel like social media is good, like you said, for your different platforms and stuff like that. But it's so influential. Like, everything we do is now connected to social media. Like, it's no isolations. It's not like, you know, normal. Everybody has a phone. Everybody has internet. So everybody has social media. Most people, I ain't gonna say everybody because everybody don't, but most people do. So if we got we got 300 million people in the United States, around that number, at least 250, 75 million people have internet or phones. So when they see you know, big rap stars or musical people say stuff, definitely like young kids, when they hear them like, oh, I used to be this, this, and this. As a young kid, you looking up to them because you listen to their music, it might rub them the wrong way to like, okay, he did it back then, I'm finna do it now. And now I'm gonna get in trouble, or I'm gonna get caught or go to jail because I tried to be somebody that I'm not. And so I feel like social media is good, but it's bad too because it's just too influential. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's really bad though. I don't really.
You know, man. I mean, shit. People portray different types of shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it could be a good thing, but I think social media is based off maturity. So you know they always like, oh, are you 18? What do you do? Yeah. Obviously, kids getting more advanced. They picking that they're 18, but they're not really 18, shit like that. So it's more. It's a lot easier to make social media, but that would be my con for social media. That you got so many trolls, you got little kids, you got like the shit that's not needed on social media, rather than not wanting. You know what I mean? So like, and then the pros. I mean, like you said, just getting your business out there. If you rap, getting your rap career out there, like that's how a lot of motherfuckers get up now or on, because you know that person that they want to sign them, they just happen to be scrolling and oh man, Lil Shoot 'em Up just went crazy. Yeah. So I mean, it's good and it's bad. But the one thing I could say about social media now, like TikTok for example, TikTok just got so many people rich. Like, they was bums, and they get up there, start dancing, do what they do, and now they, not millionaires, but, you know what I mean? They verified off of TikTok. So it's like, I see a lot of business opportunities when it comes to social media, but I don't see more so, I don't see a lot of, like, motivation.
Knowledge.
Yeah, stuff like that. I just see, and then there is a lot of knowledge up there, but, again, those those pages that have the knowledge are usually ran by like trolls, or like you don't see the person that's talking about all that stuff. You might see one or two, OGs up there saying what they're saying, but I personally don't think social media is being used
correctly. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's how I feel about the effects of social media. Like it could be good, it could be bad. But yeah,
going back to social media, like this little topic. What I was talking about today when I was reading off the phone about the baby, how he was talking about I forgot the exact words he was saying there rolling loud, but he was just talking about like, if you ain't got AIDS, put your light in the air or whatever the case may be. If you ain't come here, that type of stuff. And now he done lost probably millions of dollars from getting kicked off all these shows because people didn't like the fact that I don't feel like he was targeting the gays or whoever. I just feel like he was standing up for what he believed in. You get what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with today. In dealing with social media, we got all these different stuff that's targeting people it shouldn't be. So, for example, we got gay Disney movies. Like, why are you putting out a gay Disney movie for kids to watch? They don't know. They shouldn't even be knowing nothing about sexuality. Like, they should just be having their imagination, having fun. But y'all want to push it, on these kids and on the world like it's completely
like it's
cool.
mandatory.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. So do you feel like people that's gay was born gay, or do you think that it's a learned trait, or like it's something they learned over time?
I don't know.
I think
I ain't gay. We need to ask somebody that's gay, because my personal opinion, I feel like, how can you come out the womb? You don't even know you born. So how can you come out the womb like, I just know I'm gay? No, it's something you seen. In my opinion, now this is my opinion. It's something you seen, heard, saw, something that boosted your level to become who you are. I don't feel like people were born that way, you know what I'm saying? And then I talk to different females and dudes who are, that way, that's gay and stuff. I got cousins, whoever. I don't have no problem with it, but a lot of people become gay over certain situations they go through, rape or, child molestation or whatever the case may be. But in my opinion, I don't feel like you came out the womb knowing you were gay. It's not possible. Like, you don't even remember nothing that you experienced in life until your brain developed, which is, I think, 5 years old?
Yeah.
So, no.
I was about to say that because I can't remember nothing before like
kindergarten.
I don't even know if I can remember that far back. Like, it's hard, but
man, I could remember up until I was about 4 years old. So I feel like, man.
Yeah, but that's just part of your brain being stronger than others. Like, you might have really good remembering skills. A lot of people don't. I know I suck at remembering shit. I don't remember what I ate 3 days ago. So like, that's not something I can remember certain. It's actually something, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's some shit about psychology and the way we think, that our brain is like, it remembers what it wants to remember rather than everything you're supposed to remember. And it'll make you believe something happened the way you believe it happened, and you'll go your whole life thinking like, damn, this is what happened, but really it didn't even happen like that. Yeah. So it's weird, but yeah, I don't think you could do that. I don't think you could come out the womb. I don't even think at 10 years old you can know if you're gay or not. I think that is all.
Way, son.
He's rich. So that's another thing too for this topic. I think rich people being gay and well class and below is totally different, because a rich person seeing everything already. Like Bow Wow, for example. If he became gay right now, we wouldn't be able to judge him, because one, Bow Wow said in one of his interviews, he done been around the whole country and other countries like 9 times. He been famous since he was 10 years old. You know what I mean? So, not saying it's okay for him to be gay. If that's what he chooses to do, that's what he chooses to do. But he already experienced everything there is to live about life. He had all the money. He done had all the girls. He done, look at who, who he got kids by and stuff like that. So, a person like that or any other famous person like Dwayne Wade, like that dude is getting $1 million contracts every year. So like his kids don't see nothing but good. So it's like people who don't live in the hood, they grow up not living in the hood, so now they want to see what that shit is about. They getting very how you say it? It's like I don't even know. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but they get very like it's like temptation. It's like damn. Like I don't know what this is
just
about.
Want to experience something.
Let me go put myself out there and see how people gonna feel. And also he's famous, so like his son being gay is not gonna change nobody's life. You know what I mean? Because there's so many other famous gay people, but those are the only people that you're gonna see that's gay. You know what I mean? So it's okay for Ari to have a gay best friend. You know what I mean? It's okay for that because they're famous, so nobody can judge them.
Yeah.
But like your little cousin be gay, you're not gonna be mad, but you can be like, damn. Like what made you want to be like this? You know what I mean? Because we don't have nobody portraying that image to you. We don't have, you know what I mean? His son famous. He done been around all the gay people that's famous. So he like, damn, that kid is like that dude living his life. Why can't I be like him? That's how I see it. I think it's a big difference. Like it's I don't know.
Cause I had a cousin that was that's gay, and shit. When we was in school, man, my partner, my homeboy, folks at the school, was like. Your cousin gay. I'm like, bro, my cousin ain't gay, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to fight for that man, bro. For real, like that shit.
Some people though, I will say some people, they live up to how their genetics are, and it sounds crazy, but I noticed my mom had a friend when I was younger. Her son was very feminine, real like flamboyant, and we always used to be like, nah, he ain't gay. He's just young. He don't know no better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as he got older, that's what he became.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, these kids don't know that they're gay, but you also shouldn't push it on them to make them feel like that's what they have. That's the only option they got. You know what I mean? Because I just don't think if I had a kid that I would be okay with them saying they're gay at 10 years old. Because you don't even know why you're saying that. Have you even experienced a man or have you ever experienced a woman to say that you don't want to be with that person? So that's how I see it. It's like, it just got to be a certain age. Just like, you know how your parents like, you better not start having sex till you about this and you better wear a condom and ooh-doo-doo. Yeah. And then you get to that age and you're like, okay, I see why they told me to chill because this shit real. Like, you know what I mean? So like, that's how I see gay people. It's not me judging them in any type of way or feeling any way towards them because I got, like you said, I got gay cousins. I mean, I don't got no gay friends, but I wouldn't mind being, like, you know what I mean? Like, even that type of stuff, like, it'd be people at work that's, like, saying some super gay shit, but I ain't judging them. Yeah. That's how you live, and that's how you live. Just make sure it don't come to my space, you know what I mean?
Right. But, I mean, how you, like you were saying, like, with the 18, you know, but like I said, man, I feel like that's a learned trait because he might not have a father in his life, so he learning how to be a man from his mama. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely if you grew up around sisters and shit like that.
If you see your mama holding a purse and you 4 years old, you gonna pick that purse up, you gonna hold it too, cause you know what I'm saying, your mama is your mama and your daddy. Your mama gotta take you to the bathroom and show you how to stand up.
But see, I don't know how much I agree with that, cause it's like, that is 100%, you know, that's your opinion on it, so that's cool. And that's 100% true to me. If you don't have a father in your life, that also helps, or that also persuades that person to, you know, explore and want to go be gay or whatever they call themselves. But my cousin, actually, his father is gay and he's solid. Like, you know what I mean? He's not nowhere near that, like, at all. So it's kind of like, it just depends on the person, you know what I mean? The environment and all that shit. Like, I don't think, because his father was gay, he was meant to be gay. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah. It's weird, but
did you, so, and that be the thing, man. Shit, sometimes, man, you gotta ask questions like, shit, what happened? And shit, some folks be like, shit, they got molested at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, shit, for dudes that get molested at an early age, they tend to be attracted to men, and for women that get molested at an early age, they tend to be hypersexual. You know what I'm saying? I came across one female, she said she had got molested by a dude. She was like 6 or 7 years old, and you know, I'm kicking it with her. She was like real hypersexual. Like, you know, we went to a little store. She, I got this, I got that, I got that. I'm like, what the world? Like, I'm like, man, you might get me up out of there then. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes nigga might be talking shit, like just saying, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna get you right, I'm gonna do whatever. Oh yeah, I'm very experienced. And then when somebody shows you something like that, you're like, I don't know, you might be a little bit more experienced than me, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So with that being said, do you feel like you got too much pride? Or okay, so we're gonna break it down. So do you think you have too much pride, and do you feel like other people have too much pride?
well, I feel like, man, I carry myself in humility because I feel like I can be humbled at any time. So as far as like pride, I don't feel like I got pride, but I feel like I'm very confident. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, you gotta be confident, especially like say you trying to talk to a female or something. Like women like confidence, a dude that has confidence. So, but just piggybacking on what he said on the last episode, like just not asking your folks for money and stuff like that. So when it comes to like money situations or anything, even if I'm in a messed up situation or a binary situation, I'm not gonna ask.
Cause my pride is too big to ask another
big.
motherfucker for some money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's where pride do come into play. Like for me, yes, everybody has pride. If they say they don't have pride, then they
Yeah, I'm
probably
saying,
might
do you think you got too much?
No, hell no. And the reason why I say no is because I'm selectively pride to certain people, if that makes sense. Motherfuckers I don't know, yeah, hell yeah. Like, but like my mom or something, or, you know, my family, you know, it's different. And it's different when we talking about pride because your pride can be little or big depending on what type of situation you is. Like he said, asking people for money. I don't give a fuck how down bad I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go ask one of y'all for some cash. I mean, I would for y'all, but like, you know, somebody that I'm not close to, I'm not finna go ask them because I'm just too prideful for that. In relationships, when you get in arguments, that pride come into play because you like, damn, I'm not wrong, and she might be like, damn, I'm not wrong. So both of y'all got pride now. You know what I'm saying? So I think pride comes into play when you dealing with different, you know, situations.
Absolutely. And I was like that at first when I was younger. I really didn't like asking people for stuff. I would rather struggle and go through the hardest times in my life than to ask somebody a simple question. You know what I mean? And that go from money to help with basketball to like, even to this day, I still got a little bit of pride when it comes to certain things. But I think it's not necessarily pride. It's more of
I'm a man.
That, and I seen what you did to other people, so I don't want you to do it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was younger, it was more so like, nah, he ain't grew up the way I grew up, so I ain't hanging with him, or like that kind of pride. But now that I'm older, or that I, you know, over time, I definitely ask people for money. I ask my friends for money. I paid those people back. I don't owe nobody shit, so it's not like I got pride, like
Selective
you said,
pride,
yeah, selective pride. But I don't think I got too much pride because, like he said, I could be humbled at any time, and it's crazy because it's like even from work, like I feel like I'm an experienced young person at work, but there's some things that I might have experience on that I still can fuck up on because I'm human. So I'm definitely not ever overconfident or nothing like that. I hold myself with like, you know, high standards and stuff like that, but I also keep my head straight because once you get overconfident, you get too cocky, that's when you get knocked off in anything in life, you know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. Like, selective pride is definitely the way I would put it. Because like you said, even like certain arguments and shit like that, sometimes you don't be feeling like you're wrong, but you wrong, but you don't want to say you're wrong.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I think I learned to get better with shit like that. Like, over time, becoming a man and going through certain situations, I think I've been able to let go of some of that pride and be like, I don't even give a fuck how people look at me, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I gotta live for me, and I only can do this shit one time. So if I keep letting my pride get in the way of everything, I ain't never gonna be successful. That's how I see it.
And both of y'all said something about being confident, and this gonna bring me to another topic. Like, what's the difference between being confident and cocky? You know?
Shit. There's a lot of different things that could. I think it's a lot of different things that could like determine the difference, because somebody who grew up having it, you know, more than what you have, they can come off cocky. But they don't know they're coming off cocky because
they've been around it for so long.
That's all they know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know the struggle, so they're not
to
used
us,
to it.
It
look like cocky, but that's them being confident because they're confident in their own skin and stuff like that, or just the way they grew up and what they used to. So, I mean, but if you're talking about me and you, what's the difference between cocky and confident? I mean, I think cocky is just like you said, just being in certain situations and not knowing how to humble yourself, not knowing how to tone it down. I might be good at basketball, but I know I'm not the best. So for me to go in the gym and be like, nigga, can't guard me, put $500 up. Like, I'm just, somebody gonna humble me. Somebody in that gym gonna drop me. Somebody in that gym gonna make me not score. Somebody in that gym gonna just outscore me, and then I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
But that's because I let my pride get in the way. You know what I mean? Pride and cocky to me is kind of like the same shit. Like,
really?
Yeah, to me.
Man, they gonna make somebody not like you too.
Yeah.
Real, boy, you be like that, boy. Well, you gotta be quiet in these streets, man.
But I also never been that type of person to be too quiet either. Like I'm gonna be right in the middle. So if I don't know you, I'm not gonna talk around you. But if I know you, I'm gonna speak to you. And then if you feel like if you don't know me and you feel too comfortable around me, then I gotta not be cocky or like prideful. But now I gotta show you that me and you not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that's cocky. I think that's just more of me like showing you we ain't like that. You know what I mean? We at a different level on that shit. So I don't know, it's different.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, and yeah, it makes sense. My version of being different from cocky and confident is, so say for instance, you talking to a female or talking to anybody, and you look yourself. You ain't even got to talk to nobody. You can wake up every day, look yourself in the mirror, and be like, I'm a beautiful person, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, so and so. To yourself, you know, you building your confidence, you building your what's the word for it, where you what's the word, bro? Where you know how people be like, it'll come back to me. But anyway, you building yourself up, and you might go out and say them same exact words to a crowd of people, and they look at you crazy. And they might consider you cocky, but you just confident in yourself and your abilities. So I feel like cocky is when you saying you are better than everybody. That's when I feel like that's when you become cocky. Like you said, basketball, if you come to the gym and be like, man, I can beat everybody in here, you cocky because you don't know if you can beat everybody in here. You confident and cocky at the same time. It's good to be confident, but it's not good to be too cocky.
I think overconfident and cocky are the same shit too.
Yeah, overconfident. Yeah,
like overconfident. But again, like I don't know, cause like some people are capable of walking in the gym and beating everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not them being overconfident or cocky. They just know.
Yeah.
Like you can't fuck with me. But so I think my distinguishable difference between cocky and like confident would just be I'm confident in myself enough to get whatever job it is done. But cocky is like I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing, so let me just make it look like I do.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I see it. Like a motherfucker that walking in like I can get any girl I want. And then the girl walk in and nobody like you go ahead, go get her. And he's just like don't know how to talk, you know how to do. So you lying to put on a persona for everybody else.
Yeah.
You're being cocky, but you're not even this person that you're saying you are. That's what I think cocky is. I think it's just like a facade. It's like I'm this person.
Impersonation.
Or I could do this, but you can't really do it.
Yeah.
So it's like that's how I see it. I don't know. It could go hand in hand, but cocky and confident is it's a fine line. You know what I mean? Because some people it sound like they cocky, but they living like that for real. You know what I mean? I don't know. They're really good shooters and they're really good basketball players. So I don't know, but
So another thing we can hop on is the double standards in today's society. The more obvious double standard that everybody done experienced is, how is it cool for men to have sex with all these different girls and not be called a hoe, versus if a female sleep with a whole bunch of different dudes, they considered a hoe. And a double question to that also is, we'll talk about it later, but that's one of the double standards I see. Why do you think like that is cool, or why you think in today's society women get bashed for having sex with different men, but men don't get bashed for having sex with different women? Or it feel like a power move. You the man if you sleep with 30 women, but you a hoe if you sleep with 30 niggas. You know.
Pride. Men don't want another man to judge them based off of what their female has done. So when I say pride, that's like,
okay,
damn, I'm dating this one girl, whatever, whoop, but she done had sex with like 15 other dudes, whether they my friends or not. Obviously, if they my friends, I should think twice about what I'm doing. But I'm just saying, right? Men don't put their pride aside and be like, I don't care what she did in the past, I want her now. You know what I mean? So, and even for females, I think like they should stop, not necessarily should stop judging men, because I think honestly, I think men should be a little bit more stingy with their shit, like
yeah,
and not be so loose with it. But it's all because of social media or your environment and it's people that you keep around you
that you trying to impress or whatever.
You don't need to do that. Like, be you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you think is right for you, go for it. But whatever is not, and you know it's not, and I'm not telling you not to go have fun or do what you do. If you and that person have a mutual agreement and all y'all want to do is have sex, then do that. But don't go out there leading people on, letting people think that this one night gonna lead up to 10 years, because it's not. You know what I mean? And I think that's the real reason why a lot of men get bashed, because females, they'll lay down with a dude and they'll do something with him and they'll think like, this about to be my man.
Yeah.
But it ain't even, he didn't think that way the whole time. So it's like, now I'm about to go throw dirt on his name because he done did me filthy.
Mm-hmm.
But you expected way too much from the jump, you know what I mean? So I think that's where, I think that's how I can explain that. It's not really, it is a double standard for sure, but I think with this new generation, a lot of people starting to not care no more, because it's like, I ain't never gonna be happy if I let y'all keep telling me what I can and can't do, you know what I mean, or who I can and can't date, or who I can and can't have sex with, or I'm never gonna be happy if I keep worrying about what people gonna say about me.
Honestly, I don't think it's it is a generation thing, because everybody not generation around the same age, but I feel like still to this day, it's like that for younger people. It's just we older now, we done experienced a lot, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. If I marry my wife and she got 15 bodies, me now I'm like, shit, that was your past. You know what I'm saying? Now all the shit that you done did for a dude or did for a dude, that was temporary. I get you full-time, full-fledged, 100% freakiness, whatever, loyalty, whatever it is. So, you know.
I feel like, man, most men be looking at being first when we need to start looking at being last, bro. Because it's like you so focused on, damn, you done did this and did that, then it means somebody coming after you. Mm-hmm. So the same stuff she doing to you, she finna do to the next man, and he might look at her like, okay, shit, it's the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Now you looking messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I think that's not even just with females though. That's life. Like men, not just men, everybody. This whole generation. And that's what this podcast is about, you know what I mean? We trying to give y'all, drop some jewels and just basically give y'all not lessons on life, but more so just a little bit of guidance. This is wisdom can make a million, you know what I mean? So we giving you the wisdom that we got, that we gained over time. But yeah, just like, we need to stop trying to be first about everything. I don't need to be the first dude with all the cars. I don't need to be the first dude with all the kicks. I don't need to be the first one to get a motorcycle. I don't need to be the first one to say I was the first one. You know what I mean? Be happy with yourself. If you come in last, be happy with your position in last. You know what I mean? Okay, I was last, but how can I improve to become second to last? You know what I mean? And it's not even really a race type of thing. So don't even look at it like that. I think men just need to stop competing with other men. And females need to stop competing with other females. You know what I mean? Men need to stop competing with females. Like, just stop competing. Be yourself. You know what I mean? Be happy with who you are. If you don't got the baddest female, but you got the most loyal female, the most freaky female, be with that female. Because that female gonna hold you down for the rest of your life. You don't have to be with Jennifer Lopez just because she's Jennifer Lopez. You know what I mean? So I think our generation, if they could take anything from this video, our podcast, it's that you need to slow down. Like, don't You don't, all that pressure you got on you, you don't need it. Like, relax, you know what I mean? You got a long life to live. You got a lot of people to make happy. Yourself specifically. So take it one day at a time. Don't always try to be the first one. It don't matter if you got Skechers on or if you got the hottest Yeezys on. Because if you, people gonna respect you regardless.
and it's so crazy that we're talking about all this because all of this comes back to the start of this episode about social media, because everybody feel like they got to be the baddest, the freshest, the most richest.
They brainwashed.
You know what I'm saying? And all of this is for people who's not putting no money in your pocket.
Not giving you,
you know
no,
what I'm saying?
Nothing.
So why would I go spend thousands and thousands of dollars on designer when it's not doing? Yeah, okay. For the people who do that, for the people who do spend their money, they checks on designer, you want to do it because you want to, do it for yourself maybe. But I know a lot of motherfuckers want to do it because they want to hear other people be like, bro, you fresh as hell.
That shit hard.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's cool. It's cool to want to be cherished, but you get cherished way more when you are who you are. Yeah. Everybody hate fake people. Yeah. So why not be real?
Yeah. Right.
If you can't afford it, why are you buying it?
Come on, look what we got on right now.
You know what I mean?
I got this shit.
This a $5 t-shirt from Five Below.
I still get your bit.
So it don't matter. Exactly, but it's a lot of folks out there buying that designer and doing all this shit and got them going home and saying, "Mom, why you locked me out? Mom, outside." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or needing something.
Can I take your car to work tomorrow, babe?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like, damn, you would have just stopped buying designer 7 checks ago. You would be able to go make a down payment on your car.
Yeah, and then not just designer. You know what I'm saying? But the lifestyle that you portraying is not you. And we deal with a lot of that being in the military because people who watching this podcast know me. So they know I ain't talking no BS, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people in the military that you probably was a lame dude your whole life. And now when you come to the military, it's so many different people. It's so broad. It's so diverse. Nobody know you. You know what I'm saying? So you can be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's a restart button.
Yeah, it's a restart button.
I was talking to a female where, like, when we first were talking, she wouldn't even tell me her real name. I'm like, "What you on?" I'm like, "Where you from?" She wouldn't even tell me where she was from. I'm like, "What you trying to hide?" Like, she was just like, "I don't want you to know about me. I come from a place, whatever." I'm like,
they don't want you to do that research. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I just feel like, man, it's crazy, man. I mean, you see that with women, you know what I'm saying, and you see that with dudes too, just trying to portray something that they not. Like, everybody in the military say they hard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They did this.
Or they'll go somewhere and get bumped. And they look at you real quick before they do something. It's like, what do I gotta validate your toughness for?
Yeah.
Be you, you know what I mean? So it's like,
get your approval.
I think that's another thing that made me stand out. Everywhere I've ever been in my whole life, and if you're watching this and you don't believe me or you think I'm lying, that's cool. But everywhere I've been able to stand 10 toes. I've never been somewhere where it's like he's scared or he not supposed to be here or this and that, you know what I mean? There's been situations I walked away from, but that's just being smart enough to know what's for me and what's not for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I ain't never been in a position where I'm like shaking or heart beating or something like that. So I don't know. I don't have to
impress nobody.
Yeah, like that's how I've always been. I never had the hottest Jordans. I think I got a pair of Yeezy slides. I never owned a pair of Yeezys. I've never had the hottest Jordans. I've never bought any designer. I don't got Balenciaga. I don't got none of that shit. And I never had it. So nobody can say I'm lying about that. I would throw on a Nike Tech for the rest of my life, even if I was famous, and be fine. You know what I mean? But I used to say that to my friends, like, yo, if I get famous, I don't need no damn designer. They like, bro, you gonna buy a designer. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm who I am and I'm never gonna change, you know what I mean? And they like, you gonna buy a designer, bro, you gonna change. I'm like, alright, bro. So
I got something to say about that. Say for instance we do get a little extra money in our pocket, we might want to buy something, a Louis Vuitton backpack or whatever the case may be. But the difference between doing that when you got some money and when you ain't got shit is a big difference. And then another thing you just said was that's another thing about this generation that we dealing with, bro. I seen something on Facebook some years ago, and it was showing It was like a cartoon character, like somebody made him, and he had on all the designer, all how much his shit was, the belt, the shoes, the shirt, the pants, versus and his average yearly salary versus a motherfucker like Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates. I met Bill Gates before, you know what I'm saying? He came to my school one time. I shook his hand and everything. This man had on a regular plain shirt from Old Navy, some khaki jeans, and like some Skechers, bruh. But he one of the richest dudes in the world. That's where I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to put on this. Of course, rappers and stuff like that, they got to keep up with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But regular people, you know what I'm saying? Regular people, you making anywhere from 20K to 40K a year, you know what I'm saying? You are not, unless you got investments or something, you gonna end up having to sell all your clothes or all your shoes because you ain't got nothing to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I was, and anybody know me, I probably had one designer belt my whole life. Fucking, I took a picture on Instagram back in 9th grade, but it was my brother fucking Louis Vuitton backpack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I never even, and I done had money as a young dude. I done had money. I can go get Ferragamo or, you know, Gucci, whatever the case may be. I just feel like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? None of that is gonna make me a better person. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna do nothing but impress motherfuckers that either don't give a fuck or not put no money in my pocket, like I said. So
when you're young, it's different. I mean, you can do that. Like I said, we're not trying to tell you how to live, and we're definitely not saying not to go get fly or not to, you know, feel good about yourself. It's just more so trying to impress people. You don't need to impress nobody, especially now in today's time, because you're going to impress yourself by just being you. Like, you impress yourself so much by just being you and doing the things that you do every day and holding yourself up, being strong and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's it's a touchy subject because some people will feel like, damn, so what, I'm supposed to not get fly or I'm not supposed to feel good? No, you can do that, but like you said, like some of the richest people on the planet, bro, they done walked in with no name brand sweatpants, some Nike Roche Runs, and a white T-shirt, and be like, yeah, I'm the owner of and you like, damn,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Never knew.
So it's like, you can't say you're the owner of Balenciaga. You can't say you're the owner of Louis Vuitton. You putting all that shit on. You taking a picture.
You're not getting no sponsorships.
You're throwing it on social media for validation.
Yeah.
But all the people that's on social media validating you don't really care about you in real life, because if they did, they would tell you, bro, that's pointless. You know what I mean? It's like, what's the point of that? That's why, like, my Instagram, I got one, but I don't post on it because it's like, what am I going to post? I don't take pictures. Yeah. I don't buy designer and clothes like that. I might pop out every once in a while just to show my face and be like, yeah, I'm still alive or whatever. Again, I'm not telling nobody not to feel good or not to dress up. If that's what you like to do, cool. But that brings me to my next point. Debt to income ratio, financial stability, credit. None of the generation that's coming up now know anything about that, and that's important because a debt to income ratio is exactly what he was just talking about. If you only make $60K a year, but you got everything in your house that's worth more than $60,000, or if you sold all of it and it made up $60,000, that means you are doing bad, because that means you don't have any real bills. One, you don't have good credit, and you're not investing. So it's like, when you get to a certain age, you hit 18, 19, 21, what are you going to do with yourself? You're going to sell all those clothes and hope that you're going to have $1,000 million? Like, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? You got to start from an age where you can understand what all of that is.
Yeah. Not
going over 30% when you got a credit card. Important. So if you got a $300 spending limit, you're not supposed to spend more than $230 on your credit card. If you do, you're messing your credit up more than you're helping it. So it's just a lot of things that our generation definitely needs, and they need to know it from somebody that's closer to their age. And that's what we're here for, you know what I mean? That information needs to be provided, because if I knew about credit the way I know about it now, I would have an 800 to close to a 900 credit score. But I'm still stuck in my 600s trying to work my way up because of the mistakes I made. I'm spending more money than what I make. Yeah. And now I'm like, I don't need these Jordans. I got a wife. I don't need the hottest car. I get from point A to point B. So it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why do I need an AMG when my Nissan work perfect?
Yeah.
It's like, and people at work like, yeah, you got a Nissan. That's cool. You're struggling. You pay $600 a month for your car, and I spend $600 a month on nothing, whatever I want. So it's like, and that does, it sounds bad, but it's like, it's the truth.
Yeah.
You're struggling. Your interest rate probably 16, 17%. My car paid off.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
I think, like I said, this generation just need to wake up. The kids our age that's watching this, that hear these podcasts, you know, y'all need to spread the love, show your friends, and tell a friend, because we ain't trying to do nothing but provide that knowledge that we receive. Anything else we learn along the way, we're going to continue to keep giving it out.
And push it out. And that's another thing that's going to bring us to, like, you know, future episodes in the future. We're going to talk about financial stability. We're going to talk about credit. We're going to talk about all that because, you know, we didn't grow up knowing about it. Like, we didn't know nothing about it. Right now, my credit score is good as fuck. I talk about it once we, you know, get to that topic in another episode. But, like, you have to start investing in yourself because if you don't, you're going to be 50, 60, 70 years old
Still
getting a
working.
weak-ass
Walmart
Social
job.
Security check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers don't make it to that age. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you have to do something. I'm cool with, if I'm making 3 bands a month, let's just say I'm making 3 bands a month. If $1,500 going into my business, I'm perfectly fine with that. If I'm broke after I done invested in myself, I'm completely fine with that because I know I got something to fall back on. You know what I'm saying, in the future. So, but I can't fall back on these shoes. I can't fall back on these clothes because their value is going to go super, super down. You know what I'm saying? So, like he said, fucking.
And that's another thing too, right? So your tendencies and the things that you decide to buy out of how you say it, the things that you decide to go and buy out of love for, right? So if you love sneakers, why not get into the sneaker business?
Exactly.
Start small, you know, make your own website, buy and sell sneakers. Now you a plug, you got your own sneaker website. Okay, now you established. Now all you gotta do is stay solid for a year, 2 years, however long you're doing it, right? And then go get your own building. And now all you gotta do is be the middleman. Receive, sell, receive, sell. And now that's how you made your business work for you. And it sounds simple, but it's easier when you put yourself in that position and actually try rather than just making excuses for why you can't succeed. Oh, wait, I bought a $300 pair of sneakers, a $700 pair of sneakers. That's ridiculous to me. I pay $850 for my mortgage. I'm not spending nothing like that on no pants, no shoes, no nothing like.
You just gotta put that work in, bro. It's easier said than done, bro. A lot of folk be talking, bro. All they be doing is talking, but they don't really be setting goals, setting short-term goals that's gonna lead to their long-term goals, so it can help them reach financial stability. You know what I'm saying? Or reach that, however much money they trying to make, man. Whatever business they trying to push out there, man. Like shit. A lot of folks. I mean, and I was just looking at something like. Our mind is made to feel comfortable, or you know what I'm saying. So we gonna do whatever the fuck it is that's gonna make our mind feel comfortable,
at ease. You know, our mind ain't trained to do multiple things at once. So when you feel like that, even though you may be able to handle it, it's always gonna resort to I need to relax. I need to be comfortable. I need to feel like. This is what's right for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's why we stuck in the same position because we too comfortable in the position we in right now.
Yeah.
But that's not just a personal thing too, because yes, you know, you should be thinking for the future all the time. You should always want better for yourself. You should invest in yourself. You should do all these things. But your friends should also be the same way. They're not your friends if they're not thinking the same way you're thinking. If they're not trying to invest in you, they're not trying to be a part of your team. If you're a rapper, you need a producer. So tell your friend, learn how to make beats. Now you need a cameraman. Go buy a camera. Put your money together. Go get a camera. It sounds like it's so easy, but it really is. It's not hard. Like y'all just make it hard because y'all don't want to put that work in.
And they go back to the pride thing too.
Yeah, like put your pride aside, sit down for a little while, take the time, think things really through, and then make the plan possible. How you think all these people got famous? You think they just woke up the next day and was like, all right, today I want... No, they took a long time. Anybody that's famous, bro, they done been rapping for years. They done been doing whatever it is that they've been doing for years before they got on. And some people do blow up overnight, but those are the lucky few in the planet. You know what I mean? It's not like everybody's not out here just, I'm rich tomorrow. It's not, it don't work like that. You got to put that work in. So whatever you're doing, I'm not talking about rapping. I'm talking about anything. Like if you fucking Forex, you don't get rich the next day. That's why people don't sign up. I'm one of the people. I'm a victim of it. I never signed up for Forex. I never did it because I want fast money. Mm-hmm. I don't want to have to work hard for my money. But now I'm getting older and I'm like, you have to work hard. Because if you don't, you ain't that. It's just like sports. If you don't hit that gym, you are not going to kill that next person in front of you. Yeah. That's just how it is. If you don't lift weights, you're going to get hit hard and you're not going to be able to take it. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it. It's like, you just got to humble yourself and you know, some things might not be for you. You'll know when you cross that line. But yeah, you just gotta put it. The work ethic is like a really big flaw in this generation. Like, and I keep saying in this generation, I say that because this is the only generation I know. Yeah, I wasn't born 50 years ago, so I'm speaking on what I see every day from people my age and down. Anybody above me by however so many years, not necessarily that's their problem, because they can learn from me too. But they know where they messed up and they know where they need to improve. The people our age, they don't want to hear the shit we talking about because they know it's the truth. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. That's the reality of it. And I don't care if I'm hurting people's feelings because I'm telling you what you need to do. Nah, it's up to you if you're going to take it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, how you think we sitting here being able to have this conversation? You think we just sat on our ass and it just came true? No, you had to go put that work in. You had to do something to get where you at now. Now, from where you at now, you got to put work in to get to the next level. Yeah. That's just how it go, like.
Yeah, it do go like that. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of stuff that you know, society brings, like. And then, like you said, people might hear us talk about all this different stuff, and then they be like, man, them young niggas don't know what they talking about, or, you know, they might not like what we say because, you know, we telling the truth, or we a peer of them, so it make them seem like, bro, you my age, like, how you know more than me, or how can you tell me and we the same age? Like, maybe because I done been through shit you ain't never been through before, or I done experienced stuff you ain't never experienced. I don't want you to say, and it might sound like I'm trying to be a fucking
a dad
or something, but I don't, if you my boy, you know what I'm saying?
Care about you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to make the same mistake I did, because it's gonna lead up to the same shit happening to you that happened to me. So if I can able to put myself in a position to help you prevent yourself from getting, you know, fucked up, then that's what I'm gonna do, because, you know, I care about you, or I don't want you to, you know, do the same mistake I did. And we, like I'm saying, I'm 23, you 22, Trey, you 24, right?
Yeah, I'm 24.
Yeah, so he a year older than me, he a year younger than me, but I done learned, you know, something from both of these folks. So it don't matter the age, it's the mindset, you know what I'm saying? It's the knowledge, it's the, you know, if somebody telling you something, why they choose to tell you that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because they care about
enough,
you, you know what I'm saying? I can tell whoever, but I came to you because I wanted you to hear it, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it just go back to just, you know, we got to be there for each other.
Yeah,
you know
but that take you being able to be there for yourself to know who really got your best interest, you know what I mean? If you don't know yourself, then you don't know the people around you. And vice versa. If you don't know the people around you, then you don't know yourself, because you don't know why those people are around you. Yeah. What do those people have to benefit from you? What do those people need from you? What do those people say about you when you're not around? You know what I mean? So it just all go back to work ethic, know your surroundings and the people you hang with, and stop trying to show off for everybody, because don't nobody really give a fuck. Like, honestly, like the people that care about you showing off are the people that's trying to be in the position you in, trying to get that praise from people, that trying to get like, yeah, bro, that's cool. Now they about to go do what you just did, you know what I mean? Because don't nobody show them love on the regular. Don't nobody be like, you know what I mean? Like me, for example, right? I never been flashy. I never had designer. I never had none of that. In my 8th grade year of high school, I was playing basketball on Team Jordans. Like, everybody made jokes on Team Jordans, and I was one of the people, like, Team Jordans, like, nah. Matter of fact, 8th grade, I was having, shout out to you if you know who, I mean, you know who you are, so shout out to you, but in 8th grade, I was a bum, essentially, and I didn't really have shit. I was struggling. My mom couldn't really, like, it was our first year out of the projects and shit, so she was really just trying to maintain, stay stable and shit. And in my 8th grade year, I'm not like super out of the culture, but I don't have the shit everybody got. Everybody I'm going to school, they got rugbies on, you know, the hottest cargo fatigues, like just anything, you know what I mean? White Uggs, they clean at school. Me, I'm just barely getting by. First 5 days of school, I'm straight. But once I gotta start repeating these outfits and shit, it's like, damn, everybody's stunting. I'm hurting, you know what I mean? A motherfucker might come to school with a bow on, but I got a fleece on. It's like, so like, my 8th grade year, I was struggling, and a female seen that I was struggling, that I was cool with. She, like, we didn't have no, like, nothing like that. It was just, we was just cool. She was in my class and shit. She gave me sneakers. Like, I was wearing sneakers that she gave me that I could fit. And I put my pride aside. I'm like, I'm gonna wear these shits because I ain't got nothing else. You know what I mean? So it was like that's how I see it. Like, you just gotta stop trying to show off, because that was me right there. I was like, I'm taking these kicks because I want motherfuckers to think I'm fly. I want motherfuckers to think like he cool. But I didn't need that, because I always had love from that person that's cracking on me. His father will see me and be like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? Because of who I was. So
I bought clothes from all my homeboy.
Yeah.
Them boy had polo, all that, bro.
I used to rock USPA. Bro.
Man, cuz, what? Man, my grandma, man, I used to be, boy.
Fat ass side.
See, but I
had Mark Echo and one, everything.
South Pole.
Oh yeah, I had all that. South Pole, Rockaware,
Right.
you could name it, and I had it. Like, I'm talking about Walmart brand, like everything, like Columbia.
Shoes,
yeah, like I done had.
I used to shop at Shoe Carnival. Like,
y'all remember them Fusions, them Jordan?
yeah, the Jordan Fusions.
I remember.
Hey, them were hard.
I went to a new school around 7th grade, but I had some fake ass Fusions on. Nobody ever questioned me, bro.
They ain't know that. You know? Did you know?
I knew. They was some Walmart brand. They was some FUBUs.
Yeah, see, like my parents, they never really did the fake shit or like borrowing clothes. So I can't say I borrow. I'm not gonna say I never borrowed clothes. Obviously I did, depending on the situation and shit like that. But I never just willingly took clothes from my friends and shit like that. I'd rather, like you said, go without and not have to worry about that, because my parents was big on like bed bugs and like shit that other people could bring home, and that's why I'm not a like,
I'll take it,
or I'll give you my clothes type of person. I gotta really care and know that you a cleansy person and shit like that for me. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm borrowing shoes from my man. Nah, it wasn't none of that. But in 8th grade, that person let me have 2 or 3 pairs of sneakers so that I wouldn't be struggling, that my image wouldn't be affected. You know, I respect that person to 100%. And we don't talk to this day, but it's like, you helped me in life. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
yeah, bro, that
They
shit.
didn't help me. They didn't help me fuck with a lot of females, boy. Wearing my partner clothes. I mean, that was just the beauty of just leaving the hood and just going to go stay with my grandma. Where shit, it was the grass was greener. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit, them folk, man.
But look at it like, you could have just kept doing that, or you go back home and be like, I know I don't got it, so how can I better myself? You know what I mean? Like, the grass is greener over there, but it's better where you water it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I
We
said,
was young though.
you don't know no better.
Yeah.
Now we older and we looking at it and we listen to that and we like, damn, that shit true. Maybe, you know, Letitia that hold it down, bring me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She don't look the best, but she hold it down. Maybe she need to stay around instead of going to find Letitia, and she gonna cheat on you because she a bottle girl. That you don't even know she a bottle girl. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's crazy. But like we were saying earlier, like, whatever you do, make it worth it. You know what I mean? Invest in yourself. I see a lot of like bottle girls, and I'm not knocking them. That's a great hustle for a female.
Yeah, definitely look good.
Yeah, it's a great hustle. That's cool. But what are you doing after like 2,000 nights in the club? What's next? Do you own your own club? Do you have your own set of females that get paid a certain amount or less? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the investment from that, or is it just an image?
You just, I mean, if
You
you smart,
comfortable, I guess.
yeah. And man, like I was saying about 10, 15 minutes ago, just about the comfortable thing. It's just that your mind want to be safe. That's the better word for it, man. Your mind gonna do whatever make you feel safe, man. You know, but the smart thing to do as a bottle girl would be, okay, I'm gonna take that money and I'm gonna invest in the business. But you know, you got some women where they ain't trying to do that, man. They just living in now. They trying to live that lifestyle, that social media
But that's
lifestyle.
what we here for. That's the whole point of us saying that now. It's like, if you watching this and you're a bottle girl, or you know,
Thinking
from
about
my
it.
city and you a bottle girl, you from Memphis, you a bottle girl, Atlanta, Chicago, wherever you from and you a bottle girl, what are you doing? What? That's just my question for you. You can DM me and tell me what it is. Like, what is your plan? You know what I mean? I see
Right.
you going hard, you in there every night, you getting the hottest motherfuckers, you getting
But
the
get
top
what?
rappers, Justin LA Boy, like they getting
Yeah,
everybody.
but guess what,
What
though?
is what's the goal?
But guess what they gonna tell you though? They gonna be like, "Well, you need to mind your business."
Listen, but listen,
Like, why
but
is you
see-
worried? I'm paying my bills. If you ain't paying my
But
bills,
see, that's the thing, right? I'm paying your bills because you're putting it on social media, and I'm going on social media, and I'm seeing it. If you don't put it on social media, your club is non-existent. Nobody knows
and
about
you
it.
also paying the bills because bottle girl, they probably get, I don't know how it works. I don't know if they get paid hourly, but I know pretty sure most of your money come from tips. So if a motherfucker don't tip you, how you gonna make your money that day?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how you
And the
gonna
only
pay
way
your
he
bills?
gonna tip you is if he know you doing it. So in order for that to happen, you have to be somebody. You can't just go on Instagram with 0 followers and be following 0 people and have 0 posts and say, "Oh, I want Bow Wow to come to the club," and it's gonna happen. No, you have to be somebody. You have to know somebody. And now, how does that work? Social media. That shit all comes from social media. Like, social media is the root of all evil these days because it's getting you the money, but it's also getting you that bad attention or good attention. And that's my point that I'm saying. It's like, I salute you if you're a bottle girl. That's a good job, you know what I mean? Like, that's you just walking around in a thong, passing out bottles.
Yeah.
That's cool, but what are you going to do with that 10 years? Like, what do you tell your kids? Like, when you come home, oh, I just, because some of them ain't good bottle girls, you know what I mean? They just, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They just in the club. But the ones that are doing it for a reason, what's your goal? You know, what's the end goal? Are you and all of those girls you do it with planning on doing something, you know, in the future? And I see a few females back home that actually do have a group that they started and that they might have plans with and stuff like that. That's amazing, but man, it'd be girls that I went to high school with. It's like, damn, you was in my class, you was talking about how you was gonna be a lawyer, and then now you just in the club every night. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on? But yeah, I wonder, like, what's your goal? Not just bottle girls though, not just bottle girls, like rappers, basketball players. I got a lot of young dudes that's coming up that's playing ball. It's like, but what's your goal? Do you just want to play in college? Do you want to play in the NBA? What is your goal? And what are you going to do to get there?
And that's another episode we're gonna talk about too, like our goals personally, short term and long term. We'll get into that in another episode. But yeah, like vision boards, very important. I didn't learn about a vision board until 2016 when I graduated high school. And I still didn't make a vision board. I didn't make a vision board until I was like, shit, I want to be a millionaire by this certain time. And then that's when I made my vision board. So it's like vision board, short-term goals are going to lead to your long-term goals. But you need to have something that you're looking at every day that's going to motivate you to keep going harder. Because if you wake up every day, you're going to have that attitude. If I wake up every day to go to work and I'm just waking up, brushing my teeth, going to work, I have nothing that's motivating me to go to work besides, getting paid. But if you're not getting paid, shit, it's not going to matter. But if I wake up every day and I see my vision board with a Bugatti on that motherfucker, a big-ass $1 million house, a wife, kids, that's going to make me be like, yeah, let me get up and get my day started. Let me, it's just gonna bring that more motivation to you. So if you want to be something in life or want to do something in life, it's good to have your goals and your vision board. Something that you look at every day. So.
That's crazy that you say that too, because that's kind of how I see this podcast, and that brings me to my next point that we'll end this video with or whatever. But what does this podcast mean to you?
Me?
Yeah, like
just
both of you.
okay.
Like, what does it mean to you?
You wanna go first?
And again, we apologize for not having the fourth person here. We wish we could have him here today, but he got personal things he's going through, and he'll be here when he's here. So don't think we excluded him. Don't think he's not a part of it. It's just
Everybody got shit.
You gotta handle his business. But go ahead. What does this podcast mean to y'all?
Why did you agree to do it?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Wisdom Can Make a Million even mean to you? Like, obviously we know what the letters stand for, but when I came up with the name, or when we came up with the name, and I was like, hey, let's do this, let's buy the equipment, let's do this. What made y'all be like,
Hell yeah.
I'm with that? What is this to y'all?
Chance to give some folks some game, man. You know what I'm saying? Help some folks out. Just talk about shit that folks can relate to. You know what I'm saying? And just try to I know I got a young little brother. Just try to help him out too. You know what I'm saying? With situations that he might be going through in the future. With with experiences that I already been through. So
yeah.
That's about it. That's
For me, sorry, Cameron, I ain't trying to blow it in your face. But for me, what this podcast means to me is I never did nothing like this, but I knew I was always an influential person. Like since I was little, and this different topics like being confident and cocky. When I was younger, since fucking kindergarten, my teachers, parent-teacher conference, if I get suspended from school, the parents come up there, they always used to say, your son is a leader. So, I took that with a grain of salt because I'm like, I didn't take it like, oh yeah, I'm a leader, everybody gonna listen to me, hell no. I took it as, if people see me like this and look up to me, what is something more I can do to have more people, look to me for advice or whatever the case may be. I'm not looking for it I'm not looking for that, but if I'm able to help out in any way I can, then I'm gonna do that. So as far as like the audience, I'm doing it for the audience. I'm doing it for myself also because I've never been the type of person who's finna go talk to somebody about my problems. You know what I'm saying? But this is a family now. Even the audience, like y'all are family now, so I'm able to express myself more. I never did nothing like this before. Like I said, I never talked about nothing dealing with my life, personal, none of that. But I'm so comfortable around the people I'm doing this with, and to the audience, it's to the point where like, why not share the experiences I went through? So what it means to me is uplifting. We doing something that's uplifting us and the people that's watching. So.
Yeah. So that's how I see it too. Because the other day, and the reason I asked that is because the other day I was speaking with Arnold, so that's the other person that's supposed to be on here, and I'm like, yo, we gotta find some way to make some money off of this. And he like, I thought you just wanted to do this because that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I was telling him, I'm like, yeah, of course this is what I want to do. It's not, don't ever question me wanting to do this. It's more so just like everything in life you have to be able to take that next step. So in order for you to take that next step, that vision board that you speak of, you have to have your goals set out. Okay, we got the equipment, we made episodes, what's next? So what it means to me, like you said, it's a family. I can open up, I can talk to y'all, I can go to y'all when I need help. You know what I mean? I can invite y'all to my baby shower, I can do all this type of shit because it's like, I can trust y'all now. Not only with my words, but I let y'all, I've been in Trey house, he been in my house, you know what I mean? So it's like, not that I feel safe around y'all, because that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is, it's like you said, it's a family. So I'm helping y'all and y'all helping me. I might be going through some shit, but me being able to speak to you will always help me. Mm-hmm. It's like my brain is releasing those chemicals it need to. Some people, it's opposite. They need to shut down and be in a corner. But me, I know since I was younger, I was always able to talk. I could sit, me and my friends, man, we used to sit in the projects and talk from right now till the sun come up on the next day. legit just sitting on the porch, getting fucked up by mosquitoes, just talking all night, you know what I mean? And damn near falling asleep, but just it was a bond that we had, and this gave me that feeling like 2007 type shit, just sitting in the projects, just like having fun, like not doing shit, but I'm having fun. I'm just talking. We're just thinking like, yo, if I get rich, what I'm gonna do? Shit like that. That's how I see this. It's more so it's like I'm helping y'all help myself, giving knowledge. You know what I mean? Trying to make that next step in life, because this is an investment. This time, this money, this equipment, this shit is an investment. So nobody can say that we're not living up to what we were just preaching, because this is the investment that we made for ourselves. So I see it in multiple different ways, but that's why I asked y'all, what does this mean to y'all? Because I want to know, you know what I mean? That I didn't ask y'all that before we was on this camera or we was recording. I asked y'all that now, so y'all could get it firsthand. Like, this is exactly how we feel about each other. Like, it's not, and this is not to say that my friends that I've been friends with for 15 years don't mean shit to me no more. That's not what I'm saying. Basically what I'm saying is I met some people that I can not only do business with, but I can, you know, be myself around. And also, those people being themselves around, now we're a family, and we're dishing out the knowledge that we have to our family that's watching. That's, you know what I mean? Anybody who watching, supporting us, you know, subscribing to us, whatever it is, we appreciate y'all, because without y'all, we won't be able to, you know, this would be pointless. You know what I mean? And that's why I told him that this is a family and this is something we're doing because we love to talk, we love to help other people. But you have to look at it like a business as well, because if you don't, you just gonna be circling yourself. You know what I mean? Same thing with anybody else. They rapping, but they just rapping the rap. They bottle girling, but they just bottle girl. You know what I mean? They're not trying to take that next step. We always have to think about that next step. So it's like, yes, that's not the main focus, but I know that I would be okay making that next step with y'all.
Yeah, and if we do take that next step, that's gonna be like, say for instance, we do start getting paid for doing this. Now we're gonna use that money to even push ourselves even more out there to help people. So we're not selfish with it. But you know, that's the end of this episode, man. Like, subscribe, comment, please comment. You know, we need that feedback. This is our first video that's going up on YouTube. It's our 4th episode though. The rest of the episode is gonna be in the description. But man, we appreciate it, y'all. You know, continue with the support, continue with the love, and cut.